Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. We're about to do an in-depth planetary puja for Thursday, November 3rd, 2022, based on my current location, which right now is in New Mexico in the United States. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and an AstroVed astrologer, and I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has explained that the planets have great influence on our minds and on our actions. And he has also explained that there is a divine light being associated with all the planets and all the stars. In doing the puja, we are inviting the positive blessings of all of these beings to come into our lives and into our world. To do the puja, I'm using a South Indian style layout of the chart. And if you're new to this layout, you're welcome to watch a video that's in a link below this video, a tutorial about the South Indian style layout of the chart. Each of the 12 boxes that you see on the screen represents a particular zodiac sign. And we're going to work with this chart in doing the puja. I've drawn the chart for today on a blackboard, which is on a side table. I've drawn it in chalk. I also have a container of water, a lit tea light, a bell, and a hand fan that I'm going to use in doing the puja. We start the puja with, I'm taking the water, dipping the ringed finger of my right hand into it, and sprinkling a few drops of water on each side of the blackboard chart to purify the area for the puja, sprinkling a few drops of water on top of my own head to symbolically purify me, and I'm sending a few drops of water out towards space, towards all of you, so that whether you're watching it live or later on a replay, everyone is participating with a sense of being in sacred space and being purified for the puja. To start the puja, I start with invoking Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles. Om Sring Gang, Om Sring Gang, Om Sring Gang. I ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja and to remove all obstacles in the day or the evening of everyone participating in the puja. Now I do a short Tamil chant asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. I thank St. Jonas Samundar for teaching this chant, and I'm grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us, along with sharing the directions for us for doing this puja. Now, we invoke various time elements that are active right now in my local area. We're going to honor the planet that rules the day, the star that the moon is in, the tithi or the moon phase, the planet that's ruling the hour, and the time elements of the yoga and the karana. We start with the planet that rules the day. Today is Thursday, ruled by Jupiter. I'm going to put the flower petals on Jupiter when I say Namaha on the blackboard chart. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the star that the moon is in. Right now the moon is in Sadabisha, a star that's associated both with healing and with interest in esoteric subjects. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Sadabishaye Namaha. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Next, I invoke the tithi, or the moon phase. Right now, it's the 10th waxing moon in my local area, which is called Dasami in Sanskrit. Dr. Pillai said for the moon phase, we would use their Sanskrit name, followed by the word Devi, invoking the light being associated with the moon phase. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Dasami Devye Namaha. Om Dasami Devye Namaha. Om Dasami Devye Namaha. Now we invoke the planet that's ruling the hour in my local area, that's Jupiter. Again, I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. For the yoga and the karana time elements, Dr. Pillai said we would not use flower petals for them. We would say their names 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Dhruva, which means reliable. And the karana is one called Garisha. So we say the name of the yoga, Dhruva, 3 times. Dhruva, Dhruva, Dhruva. And the karana is Garisha, which means increased effort. Garisha, Garisha, Garisha. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the day. Dr. Pillai said we would always start this part of the puja with looking at whatever sign is the current ascendant. That's represented here with the AC for ascendant. This is the sign of Libra, which is ruled by Venus. He said we would honor whatever planet rules the ascendant sign first as a gesture for the importance of that planet. I'm going to put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Today in Libra, we have Mercury, the Sun, Ketu, and Venus. All 4 of these planets are in the same star right now. So I'm going to honor all 4 of the planets for being in Libra before I invoke the star. I start with Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Next, we honor the Sun for being in Libra. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Next, we honor Ketu for being in Libra. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. And again, we honor Venus for being in Libra. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. All four of these planets are in a star called Swati, a star with energies for independence. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals across all four of the planets. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, an archetype who rules the air element and is also the father of Hanuman. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign with energies of balance, fairness, and harmony, today containing Mercury, planet of communication and business. The sun, which represents our soul and is also so important for our health and our self-esteem. Ketu, sometimes called the saintly planet, and Venus, planet of happiness, diplomacy, and enjoyment of material plane comforts. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign, glowing in a clockwise direction around the chart from the ascendant, that has a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto and Saturn. We start with honoring Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada. This is a star that can give blessings for long-lasting success. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Uttarshada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarshada star is ruled by the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Next, I honor Saturn for being in Capricorn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Dhanishta, a star that can give blessings for prosperity, music, good reputation. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Danishtaye Namaha. Om Danishtaye Namaha. Om Danishtaye Namaha. Danishta star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Danishta star is ruled by Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, a planet that can help with rationality and science, and Saturn, a planet that can give blessings for patience, structure, perseverance, and compassion. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains the moon and Neptune. We start with honoring the moon, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Today, the moon is in a star called Sadabisha, a star that has energies of healing. Sometimes it's even called the star of 100 physicians. It also has interest in esoteric subjects through this star. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Satabisha star is ruled by Varuna, the archetype who rules the rains and the oceans. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Satabisha star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we honor Neptune for being in Aquarius. Neptune is retrograde and extra powerful. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purvabhadrapada. This is the birth star of Dr. Pillai, and it's a star of purification and the energy of the Kundalini. I put the flower petals on top of Neptune. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions, and Neptune, a planet that helps with intuition and understanding our own inner life. Aquarius is a zodiac sign that is the most humanitarian, the most service-oriented. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it, excuse me, is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Jupiter, who is retrograde. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star called Uttara Bhadrapada. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can help us with business development. We ask for blessings from this star, and I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Uttara Bhadrapada star is ruled by Ayurbundya, an archetype who, among other things, can help to guard treasures and valuables. We ask him to guard our treasures and valuables, including our treasure that is the earth itself. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Ayurbundyaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundyaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundyaye Namaha. Uttara Bhadrapada star is ruled by Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena or Pisces, the most transcendental and metaphysical of all the zodiac signs, today containing Jupiter, a planet who can help us with everything related to spiritual teachings. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Mesha or Aries, which today contains Rahu and Uranus, who is retrograde. Both of those two planets are in the same star today, so we're going to honor both the planets before we invoke the star. We start with Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we honor Uranus, who is retrograde. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Both Rahu and Uranus are in a star called Bharani, a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti or energy or power. I put the flower petals across both of these planets. Om Varniye Namaha. Om Varniye Namaha. Om Varniye Namaha. Varni star is ruled by Yama. Among other things, he is an archetype of justice. We ask him to help us to be just towards others and to receive justice for ourselves, for justice to be present in the world. I put the flower petals across Rahu and Uranus. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Varni star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha or Aries, a fire sign with very active energies, today containing Rahu, a planet that can help us to think outside the box and also help us to make friends with new technologies. And Uranus, a planet that can help with innovation, high intelligence, success in life, as well as help us with astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Mithuna or Gemini, which today contains Mars. And right now, Mars is also retrograde. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Mrigashira, a gentle star that can help us to experience curiosity and willingness to try new things, to have new experiences. We invoke blessings from this star, and I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mrigashiraye Namaha. Om Mrigashiraye Namaha. Om Mrigashiraye Namaha. Mrigashira star is ruled by Soma, a liquefied form of the moon in which it is a divine nectar of Amrita, the nectar of immortality. We invoke the blessings of Soma, and I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Mrigashira star is ruled by Mars. So today Mars is in a star that he rules, which is something that helps him be comfortable. I'm putting the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Gemini, which is Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Mithuna or Gemini, a zodiac sign with a great range of energies, today containing Mars, a planet that likes to take practical action to solve problems. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I'm taking a lit tea light and I'm holding it above the blackboard, that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals. And in the air above the chart, I'm moving the tealight around in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked. Now I take a hand fan and I'm offering the element of air, waving it in a clockwise direction around the chart 3 times, offering air and a cooling breeze. And now I take a bell to offer the element of sound. Now I make prayer hands and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, for them to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us, our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I also ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for about a minute, and then we can do short Q&A if anyone wants to post questions in the chat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all for being here. I truly appreciate your participation and support. Right now, I can look at questions in the chat if you have any, and do my best to try to answer them. And again, it's not required that you have questions, but in case you did, you're welcome to post them or to share any observations you had during the puja. Pamela's saying, do you get fresh flowers every day? I don't go to the market every morning, Pamela, but I have fresh flowers Like when I go to the market, maybe I'm going to buy, a couple of bouquets of, let's say, carnations. And then I put those in a vase. And then from them, I pick the flowers that I'm going to need for the puja every morning. So it's always fresh flower petals that I'm using. And if I have any extra, then I use those for another little puja that I do for my a little statue that I have of the cow and the wish-fulfilling moon. So Ranak is saying tomorrow is Ekadasi, or the 11th moon, when Lord Vishnu wakes up. What can we do on this day? In my area, it's going to be 11th moon just even later this morning. And I'll be doing a fire lab tonight for people in the Manifest with Fire program, honoring Vishnu. 11th moon, when it is 11th moon in your local area, or Ekadasi, the Sanskrit name for that moon phase, it's a time when the wealth creation energies of Lord Vishnu are more available. So you could, some traditional people like to fast a bit during the 11th moon. Some of them fast from food for the whole day. Some of them maybe fast for a few hours. Some of them maybe just don't eat meat. Some people might fast in a different way, like maybe they're going to be off electronics or something like that for the day. But it is a time to make prayers to Vishnu, asking him for greater wealth, asking him to help with that. There are many things Vishnu can help with, like protection. He can help with health, but on 11th moon, it is his wealth creation energies that are more available. And so we ask him for money. We ask him to help us with having that, because most of us, unless you're already independently wealthy, most of us need money to, pay our rent, buy our food, do our vehicles, that type of thing. So money's important right now on the earth plane. And we ask Vishnu to help us with that, because that is something he's able to provide. So you could do a simple mantra for him, like Om Namo Narayanaya Namaha. He likes Tulsi. So if you have Tulsi in your area, you could offer him maybe some Tulsi leaves. And of course, his consort, his wife is Lakshmi. So you can also honor Lakshmi during that time, because he likes it when we love his wife as well. So you could also do some Shrimbrazi on the 11th moon, sounds for honoring Lakshmi and for invoking wealth through the feminine energy as well. So that's a good question, Ranak. And it is a special time for Vishnu and for focusing on wealth creation and for asking that. Dr. Pillai says we have to ask for what we want. We have to be specific. So to be receiving more wealth is a good thing for that day. But you can offer him Tulsi. And if you don't have Tulsi, you could just maybe offer a little bit of water or offer other flowers. If you have a statue or a picture of Vishnu, if you don't have anything, you can just visualize him. You should never feel like you don't have what you need to do a puja, because you can always make mental offerings. It's always okay to just imagine them and offer it that way. Okay, that was a good question. So yes, I use fresh flowers every day. I don't go to the market every day, but we use a lot of carnations because those are more available. I'm living at about 6,000 feet at elevation. So the market doesn't always have lots of variety of flowers, because they have to be trucked in. They're not growing them up at this elevation right now, this time of the year. But again, if you can't get fresh flowers in your area, you could offer something else, like maybe you could offer leaves, or you could offer raisins, or you could offer something else that you do have. So never feel like you can't make an offering. Or you could just imagine a flower and, offer a whole bouquet that way. All right. Well, blessings to everyone. I will be here again tomorrow, and wishing everyone a beautiful day. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all.